we on? Are we on? Are we on? Oh, okay. Guess we're on. Guess we're live. Guess we're live. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. I'm freaking out right now. I guess we're live. Okay, 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 okay. Breathe. Breathing. So is Wonder. She's breathing too. Okay. This is the first solo podcast. Well, I'm recording for a podcast, but this is this first live for True Message. Don't care if anybody watches. Do not care if anybody is watching. It's going to go up on the YouTube for later. So if you do want to see, it's going to be chopped, screwed, and edited and put out to the side. And hopefully I can do it in a timely manner, God willing. I got to add it to the calendar and to the schedule. Everything's changing. We're growing. We're accepting new responsibilities. We're loving it. We're doing whatever we have to do. In God's name. In Jesus' name. God willing. God bless. Yep. So I'm making this podcast here to address the last podcast that I tried to make. Wow, it was a disaster. Absolutely. It was a complete disaster. I honestly, it looks like I enjoyed all of it, right? It looks like I enjoyed every minute. I can guarantee you I felt like an absolute failure. Why? Because I thought that I was prepared. And that brings us to our first topic that I've written down, preparation. I thought I had everything in line. I was learning about podcasts. I'm talking about, I thought I had all the basic startup equipment that you need. I thought that I had the ambiance that was needed. You know, you can do a podcast basically anywhere you want. You can have it in your living room. You can have it in a room setting like this. You can have it in your car. You can have it with family. You can have it at church. You can have it anywhere. You can have a podcast literally anywhere you want. It really doesn't even matter. But yeah, that's point blank. So I was learning about these podcasts and I thought I had everything and I was gaining all the information that was needed and all the knowledge that I had. And I just figured out that I needed way more and I needed the patience and the time to do it. And I just needed the courage to go ahead and accept what was needed to be accepted and that I needed to grow and I needed to change and that I needed to start something new. So here we are with this podcast. Here we are with the live and the first of the first and the first of many. And here we go. Let's get it. So I really thought that I had everything in line, right? So the preparation, I had the pricing planned out. I had, the equipment planned out. I had things that were needed, a brand new desk, new equipment for recording, laptop stuff, and still nothing was going the way that it needed to go, even though I had a script I was prepared just like I do now. And I had, a plan that was fixated. And we always think that we have a plan, right? We always think we have a specified plan, but that plan never goes exactly the way that it needs to go, right? Never goes the way that it needs to go. I'm just going to say that, right? All right. And then that brings us to the next chapter of this, and that is failure. Okay. So let me tell you how much of a failure that podcast was. I mean, we didn't even get 3 minutes into the recording and the computer was shutting down, monitors were shutting down, cameras and microphones weren't wanting to record. I mean, it was a disaster. It made me freaking, I wanted to cry right there on the spot the whole time. And I'm not even gonna lie, I cried right after DeMarcus left. I did. I felt like a complete and utter failure. And that is just a part of growth that anybody and everybody needs to experience. You're going to feel worthless. You're going to feel like you're not enough. You're going to feel like you don't have enough. You're going to feel like you don't know where to start. But the bottom line is you need to start. You need to make those small choices and place them where they need to go. And then you need to take that first step and you need to start by whatever means necessary. Just start it, just like I'm doing now. And yeah, I've been sitting literally in this room for 3 hours thinking about how am I going to start this podcast? How am I going to get this going? God, please speak to me. God, please. I was praying, listening to lo-fi Christian music, listening to everything I could think of because I just wanted to start this. I needed to get this out. I needed to get this video started. I needed to get something going. And once again, here we are. All right. So just like we just did, the whole last podcast that I did with Demarcus ended up going off script, right? So the whole thing ended up going off script. It was a complete, like I said, complete disaster. I hated every minute of it. So we did end up having some really, really great conversation, right? So we had some conversation about our typical day-to-day lives, on our careers and our current goals. You can actually find this podcast on the YouTube. It's already placed there. It's already been chopped, screwed, and edited and placed there for you, so you can kind of see, the good parts of it. But we had a conversation. We just talked about our actual daily lives, and problems and issues that we really had to face, and things that were considered roadblocks in our current entrepreneurial life, and our current spiritual life and growth standpoint. And I love the conversation. I mean, Demarcus had some really good advice just on, your typical life and things that you may be going through. We talked about just how, small choices really do dictate what it is that you want to do in your life. I mean, after you're tired with everything and you finished all of your needs and your must do's and your to do's of the day, what is it directly after that you want to do? Are you going to sacrifice that free time to go edit videos? Are you going to sacrifice that free time to go ahead and record something? Are you going to sacrifice that free time to go hang out with a family member that you're wanting to? You're going to sacrifice that free time to go learn a new skill. What are you going to be sacrificing, and what are you going to be asking God to give you energy to put towards in your free time? Because everything is honestly just like how do we wake up in the mornings? Like, how do we wake up in the mornings and just appreciate things? Most of the times, I'm not even gonna lie, before I even knew what I was gonna be doing and was doing this, I was asking for God's forgiveness, and I was asking for Him to just show me what I needed to do. And lo and behold, all of this stuff started to just come out of the works, and I started reaching out to people and having an amazing time with my everyday schedule, because I'm learning something new. I'm challenging myself. I'm advancing new responsibilities, and I'm absorbing new knowledge about the universe and about my own life and about me. And I'm learning to understand myself, but I'm learning to love myself. And I absolutely love every little bit of it. And I just am learning, and I want to help you learn about yourself and help you love yourself as I learn to love myself, because I know it's a challenging thing. And yeah, there is there is nothing that I can really say about life besides that it is a difficult and crazy journey. And I'm making this because I want to bring you along the journey, and I just want to, record little bits of it and things that happen along the line, and just let you know that, everything's going to be okay. You just need to have faith and hope, and you need to trust yourself, and you need to trust God, and you need to trust the universe, and you need to choose to do good. You have two thoughts that are in your head. You have a good thought and a bad thought. You need to choose that good thought. The majority of the time, stop thinking about that negative thought, that impulse, that desire of the flesh, that thing that's driving you, that addiction. Choose whatever's against that and pick that option. I guarantee if you continually pick that option, you are going to stay in the favor of the light, and things in your life are going to go better. You're going to have a better body. You're going to have a better mind. You're going to have a better job. You're going to have new skill sets. You're going to have new dedications. Things in your life are just going to go better if you just decide to do the good thing and the better thing for yourself each and every day. And it's a hard fight. It's a hard fight. But believe me, through failure, through preparation, through trial, you're going to get done. You're going to get it done. And that's on me. That's God's word. All right. You are going to get it done through Him if you just dedicate yourself to it and put Him in it. And I think that's enough said, honestly. I don't really have a problem with that. I couldn't have a problem with that. And let's get back to that first podcast, though. We'll probably edit all of that and chop screw it and figure out what we're gonna do with it. That was really deep. We just got into it, but honestly, that is how I feel, And yeah, let's get back on topic. And let's just jump back into this, okay? So, failure, right? The whole thing was a failure. Mind-boggling. I mean, I was upset. Woo! I was crying afterwards and feeling like I was not good enough. I felt like I should stop this whole thing. I shouldn't have a podcast. I shouldn't have a business. I shouldn't have a company. I shouldn't have a YouTube channel. I shouldn't start any type of social medias. I shouldn't do anything. I shouldn't be recording content. The only thing that came up was negative thoughts, right? My demons were attacking me heavy. They were saying that they were going against everything that was good and telling me that I couldn't do anything in that just because this one mistake that I couldn't, I couldn't prosper. I couldn't be prosperous in this because I failed. Wrong, wrong. Screw it. You fail, you get back up and you try again. It doesn't matter. I've been trying this business thing since I was like 15 years old. This is my third clothing business, right? And I had to learn so much information about it. And I actually found this. All right, this is 5, maybe 6, 7 years old. Right here. So this is the first, right? The first hoodie that I made that actually was ever physical, and it was by my company Unigy, right? United Energy. And that was the very first clothing company that I made that was physical, and that there was actual property to it, right? And out of that came some really cool stuff, right? So here's this. Check this out. So this is the Visions hoodie, right? This is the Visions hoodie. Do you see the detail on that? Buns. It was buns. Can you see that? That was all me. I designed every bit of it, right? But it was not that good. Let's be honest. It was just it was not that good. But oh wait. Let me show the live too. Let me show the live. So this hoodie was not good at all. It was really not the best hoodie. But it was all me, right? And through everything, through trial, through preparation, through failure, through all of the, the bull crap, out came this masterpiece. Out came this masterpiece right here, right? Boom. Oh man, transcribe completely remade, right? It's unbelievable. Like I didn't even realize, didn't like, woo. Anyways, um, things do progress. Things do get better. You just have to realize that, and you have to get through life's trials and errors and failures, and then press on to the next, and then keep going. Because whatever it is, believe me, you are going to accomplish it. Oh, you're going to overcome it, if you just keep going. Sorry, we get off track. So let's go back. Let's go back on schedule to the actual podcast itself. Oh my gosh. See, here we go. 5 minutes in, and is there an issue here with the recording? It was going so smooth.